Puspita?
All right, welcome back. Let us welcome again our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Wira.
Thank you, Puspita. Well, fellow Toastmasters, so now we are already on our last session, our third session, which is the evaluation session. This is the session where all of us are going to learn together and find out the things that we can improve for our next coming performance. Okay, I would like to invite our general evaluator, DTM Miranda. As you know, she is what is it? An active Toastmaster for sure. She's a life coach. She's a mentor, a dog lover. What else? A club founder. Basically, loves to support all of us to be Toastmaster here. So let's welcome to DTM Miranda.
Thank you, Ira, for such a warm welcome. And it's my pleasure to be a GE tonight. And let's start with the first evaluator. And we will start with the speech evaluation. And I would like to call Anda, who would be doing his first evaluation tonight. How exciting. And he would be evaluating Melita. So let's give Anda a very big hand of applause and encourage him and boost his confidence and energy.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Melita Oktanawati, her title speech, it's just a status. Since the first time I saw Melita's speech, she can deliver every speech very easy, natural and relaxed. I love the way she speaks. In today's speech, she opened her speech with ice-breaking by asking to the audience, and she showed how to engage with audience. In her speech, she revealed one by one of 3 barriers to getting relationship. For many women, she spoke very clear and easily understood with eye contact to audience. In my point of view, your Melita's speech will be more powerful and perfect when you integrate your physical gesture and add a little bit tone. For the example, if I'm not mistaken, when you said, I am a limited edition, like that, I think your speech will be more powerful because your speech very natural, relaxed, but in my point of view, it's better. It will be better and perfect when you add the intonation and gesture your body. Overall, Melita's speech was great. Keep practice. I believe you will be a great speaker. Thank you. Back to the Tom.
No, back to me.
Oh, sorry, back to
the GE.
Ibu Miranda. Yeah, back to GE.
Just Miranda. Just Miranda. Thank you, Anda. Well, that was the first, I guess, an evaluation icebreaker, right? The first time. So we can give him a big hand of applause for that. And now I would like to call our second evaluator, our member who is not in Bali anymore, far away, and we miss her severely. She is in Medan, and this member loves to dance, and she has choreographed, she has traveled because of dancing, and yeah, exciting. So hope that you will teach us how to dance one day. So Seni would be evaluating Dede. So Seni, take control of the thing. And I'm very happy to see you wear the Magical Belly t-shirt. So let's give Sunny a big hand of applause.
Thank you very much for the introduction, Madam GE. Ni hao, hello, aloha, hello, Dede. I realize that your project is quite difficult for you to discover your communication style, isn't it? Yes, I noticed that. But that's all right, Dede. You have done a good speech so far that I observed. From what I like from your speech is you grade us in the opening with 5 or 9 languages. Like I just did maybe just 4 or 5. And that's from my observation, you quite grab the attention because you say hello in a few languages. And then the closing, 9. Okay, you know 9 languages. And also the closing, you also did the same. Thank you and terima kasih and the other languages. And that's also make you special today as a special speaker. Okay, what I suggest you to improve, first one, because this is a project that you have to discover your communication style. I read your project that it's stated that there are 4 communication style. Is it? Okay, host, can you guys, can you allow me to share screen? I would like to share my screen only a while.
Yes, already.
Okay, thank you. So Dede, I think before you mentioned that in the end, it's better that you show us. So this is my project. Or allow me to, my project needs me to communication style. So after this, you may say, okay, hello, I'm back. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry for my okay. Okay, Dede, that's the first one. You have to share to us, show to us. There are 4 communication style, and then you are the analytical one. And then the second, the room for improvement for you is, I observed that at the first speech and at the beginning of your speech, you mentioned 8 languages. But then in the middle of your speech, you mentioned 9 languages. So which one is correct, 8 or 9? Because I don't count. I didn't count. Okay, so make sure you are fixed. First one is 8. So the second one is 8. Okay. So what I want to challenge you is I want you to elaborate more. What's the impact of your analyzed style, communication style? And the second one is your speaking time. I noticed that you are over time. Maybe, yeah, my humble suggestion for you in the future, not in the future, for this project, I want to challenge you to redo your speech. You may do in this club, in the next meeting, or maybe you can do in another club. Okay, so this is what I like from, so far what I like from your speech is your gesture. Your body gesture is clear, even though you show nervousness in the beginning, but it's fine. And then your vocabulary is very clear. Your pronunciation is very clear to us. But yes, those things is I want to challenge you for your project. Okay, so terima kasih. 감사합니다. Arigato. 감사합니다. 谢谢. Thank you. Back to Madam GE.
Thank you, Sunny. Okay, I would like to go now with our third evaluator. I would like to call upon our friend all the way from Azam Toastmasters Club in Malaysia and a long time close friends to Magical Bali, somebody who loves to travel and enjoy being single, I think. And I would like to call Vuni to present your evaluation of your friend, Batoro Aji. Take over, Vuni.
Thank you, Miranda. Yes, I enjoy being single, no doubts on that. Management is taught, leadership is experience. Tonight, Aji, I have witnessed Aji's great effort in sharing us his very personal journey, including all the challenges, all the vulnerability, and also at the end of the speech, the sincere reflections of his entire leadership journey. For that, I think he has achieved the purpose of his project. Aji would like me to focus on my feedback towards his content as well as delivery. So I thought it is very particularly effective that he used his hand gesture and body movements. When he mentioned on the other side, the entire hand and the body goes to the other side. That makes me follow his storyline. But the thing that got me the most is the incredible demonstration of vocal variety, which means the pitch, the pose, the pacing, the power is absolutely demonstrated really in a great detail. For growth opportunity, these are my two humble suggestions. I thought your speech may be able to connect much more deeper if you apply some voice play in your story. For example, you did mention a few people trying to tell you, Aji, as a president, you should do this, this, this. Aji, as a vice president, you should do this, this, this. No, Aji, as a president, you should do this, this, this. That kind will give the character for your story and probably be a bit more engaging for the audiences. For a stronger message, I thought you could relate your closing to your opening of your speech. I thought it will be much more prominent to end when you mention that you not liking leading. Perhaps it is good for me because every leader was once a follower. To summarize, keep up the good work on your great vocal variety and also your gesture. I definitely see potential growth if you could work on voice play, a prominent closing that link back to the opening. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Vuni. Okay, so let's see the three evaluators. Let's look at their time. Do you have the time? All right. Who's not eligible? Oh, Vuni. I mean, sorry, Seni. Seni is not eligible. Are we going to do the voting now or later? I don't know. Are we ready for the poll, Denny? But anyway, okay, we can prepare now or prepare later, or maybe it's better to do it now so that you can prepare, right?
That's the idea, I think.
Yeah, so that you can prepare the logistics of the winners. Are you going to launch that, Danny?
Yeah, we'll launch. I think Hadiri will call.
Okay, so now this is time for us to count which speaker is the best. And today we have three speakers. They are great. And for table topic speaker, and then the last one is evaluator. So we will count for the first one is the speaker. Let's count.
Okay. I'm done.
Okay, one more participant. We need one more. Okay, so now time I give it back to general evaluator, and we will count that later after this.
Okay, we can announce that later, but at least I think the Zoom master already knows who the winners are. Okay, I will now continue with our evaluation by the table topics evaluation. Amelia, Amel, to present your evaluation of the table topic speakers. Please let's welcome Amelia.
Good evening, everyone. So for today, we have 4 amazing table topic speakers. First, Ricardo. From Ricardo's speech, we know how to do the self-love, especially with this situation like in pandemic. It is really, really great speech because you could relate it with this kind of situation. And my suggestion to make your story more great, more better, you could elaborate with personal story experience about self-love in pandemic situation. For example, maybe how you should or how you choose work from home, then work from office to show yourself love for yourself. I think it could make your story better. And for the second speaker, table topic speaker, I need to take my breath first. Mars Lisa, is that correct? Yeah. I like how you using prep techniques, how you demonstrated about explaining your reason why you like being single with example, and also closing again with your suggestion. I think overall it's actually a very, very good impromptu speech. Maybe one of my suggestion, I think we all in here actually really want listen more from you. So I think I saw it still green. You could still speak and tell us about your story, okay? And our lovely Khadijah from Yuri Toastmaster Club. Yeah, from her speech, what I like is she talked about personal experience, about language, about how she moved to a new city and need to learn. And from her speech, actually, she could persuade others to learn another language. So to make it stronger, how about you persuade more in the ending of your speech to encourage people to learn 2 languages. For example, I already experienced many benefits of knowing 2 languages. What about you? Something like that. What about you? And ask again for the audience. And last for Amelia Febriani. Well, first of all, I really, really like your honesty about how actually you are more afraid being a relationship. This is when I see how you show your vulnerability. Well, I don't really have any suggestion because you are already great table topic speaker, but I think I saw at the first when actually you are a bit flustered when answering the question because you're pausing a bit long in the middle, like between the beginning and the middle. Yeah, maybe yeah, even you are even you as the already experienced table topic speaker could also feel that kind of experience with this kind of question. Yeah, maybe that's all. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Amel. All right, so now we're going to go into the reports. Let's start with the grammarian. Natalie, ready, Freddie?
Yes, Madam General Evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Miranda, let me share my screen. Oops. Okay, give me a moment. I need to press play first. Okay. All right, let's just do this. Is it visible?
Yes, clear.
Okay, so I thoroughly enjoy tonight's meeting. Being a grammarian, I could see and I could feel that everyone was getting better in terms of using proper grammar, crafting beautiful phrases, as well as getting more confidence in speaking in front of public. So I would like to highlight some beautiful and wonderful phrases that I heard, as well as some suggestions for improvement. And last but not least, I will also share my favorite phrases for today. But first of all, before I forgot, let me just give a quick word of the day report. Green, Funi used it twice. I think Aji used it once, Vera used it 3 times, Andre used it twice, Miranda used it twice, and I used it twice. So those are like the word of the day. If I missed out on any one of you, forgive me. I was just so immersed and soaked into the whole speaking experience. So first stop, wonderful use of language. I'm not single, I'm limited edition. I love it. Not just because it's relatable, but also it has a touch of humor in it. I need space to keep growing. Also, I like it because it also gives some vivid imagery. Delightful experience. I see no reason why. Now you can use this phrase, I see no reason why you should refuse this offer, as a way to persuade your audience. So this is like a good leading phrase. I don't like leading. Now this is kind of like an oxymoron, or not oxymoron, but this is an honest expression, I would say. So I put it in a wonderful use of language because it's appropriate for the context. Self-love is the best love. Conversation starters, yes, love it. Don't let fear paralyze me. It's more like for a call to action at the end of the speaker's speech. Management is taught, the leadership is experienced. Very much relatable. And every leader was once a follower. Okay, and then second one. Now you can unmute yourself and let's see how we can improve this. Please welcome to name. How can we improve that?
Without two?
Correct. So please welcome Miranda, or please welcome Amelia. So two here is unnecessary. Are you feel happy?
Are you feeling happy? Do you feel happy?
Happy.
Yes. Here, the problem is there is no subject verb agreement. So if you're using to be, are, so the verb is ing. Are you feeling happy? Or if you're using like verb 1, do you feel happy? Then it's also verb 1 and verb 1. Now the third one, makes you still being single.
Single.
Make you still single.
Make you still single. Or I think it will be nicer when it's phrases like makes you remain single, because remain mean you are still being something. Past experience will not determine you.
Past experience does not determine you.
Cannot determine you.
Correct. Or I think if you want to take it up a notch, you can say past experience doesn't define you, because determine is defining you, and it's more correlatable, I guess. Instead of like determine you, it's kind of like determine your future, but you is, I think, defines suited better. You need to be self-love.
You need self-love. Yourself.
You need to love yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
you need to love yourself. I mean, guys, even Justin Bieber got married after he released that song, right? So you need to love yourself. And this sentence, when someone becomes a polyglot, he or she must have prepared an agenda.
They must have. They must have.
They must have. Okay.
He must have.
Anyone else?
What I don't
Must
understand
have.
what it means.
Correct,
What does it
Miranda.
mean?
So in terms of grammar, this sentence doesn't have any error. But in terms of context, it lacks a certain explanation. For example, I notice in the context of the speech, it means that when someone joins polyglot community, there must be agenda prepared in the meeting. So that was the following sentence after this particular sentence. So when I listened to the sentence and I wrote it down, I thought this sentence doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's correct grammatically, but in terms of coherence, it doesn't give any explanation. But after listening to the following sentence, I understood. So be careful. Your grammar might be correct, but if the context doesn't really deliver, that could also hinder the comprehension part of your audience. Last but not least, let's pronounce this. How would you pronounce the first word?
Login.
Yes.
Log in.
Log in. It's like log in, not log in. Not with J-I-N, but log in. How about the second word?
Minutes.
Minutes.
Minutes, correct. Not minutes. So minutes. Okay, and beautiful phrases that I noticed. Set the bar high. This is a good example of idiom. And this beautiful phrases that I put in this particular page is basically part of rhetorical device that you can use to elevate your writing or your speaking to the next levels, because it will add a different layer of evoking senses or imagery, or even incorporating idioms or alliteration and etc. So the first one is set the bar high. It's an idiom. It means that someone really give a great example. Now, these two are a great examples of personification. Ego inside me rebelled, embracing loneliness. How can you see ego, or how can you see loneliness? It's an abstract concept, but when you are able to personify it, it makes us as your listener becomes more engaged. So this is a good example of personification. Perhaps you hate a thing and it's good for you. Perhaps you love a thing and it's bad for you. This is also a good example of dichotomy. Two things that's still relatable, but on the opposite end. And last but not least is alliteration through accomplishment and appreciation. So you notice there's like a similar opening on it, accomplishment, appreciation. Last but not least, my favorite phrases of tonight's meeting is, if we were meant to stay in one place, we would have roots instead of feet. And I didn't really get it in the first time when I listened to it, maybe because my signal went down also. But when I asked IG to send me the whole thing, and I'm like, this is deep. Mm-hmm. So I really appreciate this. And another quote from, I think Andre mentioned it, one language sets you in a corridor for life, two languages open every door along the way. And I really also feel like this is a great example of why we are all here, because English is not our first language, yet we are always willing to learn, and we want to get better because we want our speaking ability and our language ability to open every door along the way. By that, I return it back to our general evaluator, DTM Miranda Rumi.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmasters Natalie. Very interesting and very engaging report. So let's go into the next person, the R counter. So John, let us hear it from you. Let's welcome John Manurung.
Okay, thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Miranda. Hello, everyone. Can you still grin? I will share screen here. Okay. Actually, all of you is very great, and I don't know, maybe you do my tips in the beginning of the meeting, because we start from Miranda. You said yeah, one and no non-lexical words. That's great. Wira, I heard okay 2 times, and once, and once. Melita, right, two times. And Dede, where are you? Oh, you say 1 time and repeated words 2 times. Batoro Aji, none. Great. Anda Wijaya, you say and 2 times, and one. Seni, I heard so, one and one. One. And Funi, you got nothing. Great. And Andre Maure, yeah, one and 2 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Amelia Dewi, I heard and 2 times, and yeah. And then Natalie, wow, that's great. None of them. Juliani, and one. And Pupis Puspita, none of them. Arini, none of them. Ricardo, none of them. Marlisa, one. Khadijah, one. And Amelia Febriani. Oh, sorry. I correct. Khadijah, and one. And one. Amelia Febriani, so one. And okay 2 times, and one. Okay, that's all my report from me from our counter. Yeah, that's great. So I'm happy today because I can join with you, and I am single.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's all. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, John. Good listening. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to give my general evaluation. I believe we got everybody done. So I will start with the speech evaluation first, as I find this is the most important thing. So I will start with Anda. And now, first, I'd like to congratulate Anda for doing your first evaluation. And I really like that you were happy, enthusiastic, and start very positive with observation. So that's very good, because when you say, I have noticed you, it makes the speaker feels like you paid attention. So that was a very, very good opening. All right. And then one thing that I would just suggest for you, as this is also your first time, and I think you're already showing that you're prepared, you're mentally prepared for it, and then we can feel that you're very present with your suggestion, with your evaluation. One thing that I would suggest for you, and this is a very common beginner's practice, is that make it more specific. So I hear that you would be, like what you were giving, the suggestion you were giving is about, how to become perfect, and you didn't quite explain what that means. And I would just be very careful about the word perfect, because it's so general, and maybe make it more personal or more specific according to what you really feel about that. Okay, so but good job with your first one. And then with Seni, I really enjoyed your matching the style by greeting, by saying those words in a few languages. So it shows that, okay, you're picking that up. My suggestion is just be very careful and not compete with the speaker, because we really want to put the speaker to shine and not overshining over them. And I noticed also, Sunny, there's a lot of feedback, quite a lot of feedback, and a little bit less on the praises. And I think it's more important sometimes just to inspire greatness and rather than giving so many suggestions, but also appreciate the effort. Like I personally noticed that, okay, I'll talk about Dede a little bit later, but also see what you can say more about the goodness about what he did well, to give that sense, that a motivation to speak more. And then from Vuni, I noticed that Vuni does this beautiful introduction of the speaker, very personal and very connection. So it sets the tone that it gives warmth. That's just what I sense. There was just a lot of warmth in that connection. And also I noticed that there are some connection prior to this, like when you share the speech objectives, and then it seems like you guys connected and communicated, and that's a wonderful thing to do. And I would suggest that all the speakers and the evaluators make that connection before the speech, so that you can give something that is more personal and more meaningful. What I noticed with all the three evaluators is that Sunny mentioned this, but I would suggest that you start first with mentioning whether the objectives are met or not, because this is why we give speeches in Toastmasters. So because we all do manual speeches, so start with whether the objectives are met and not met, because your evaluation would follow with that, and make it very concise and clear. Why is it met or why is it not met? So that that it helps you also to give the evaluation to follow with that. And then with Amelia, I always enjoy your vulnerability and honesty and realness about that. And again, I would say, if possible, be more specific than the more general. Like you mentioned the word like more, greater. What does that really mean? If you can specify what does greater look or what does greater mean, then I think it would also help the speaker. Yeah, so that was all the evaluators. And I would touch a little bit on the speakers. Actually, no, I don't really have time. I'll speak to you personally on that. But I would like to mention in particular Dede, because I can see, I've seen Dede when you are less prepared, because then you stammered or you stutter. But this time you were very fluent and very, to me, you put a lot of effort into this. And I just would like to acknowledge the effort, the preparation that you put into that. And I think there's a lot of thoughts that went into your speech, and the opening and the closing are definitely show stealers, using the languages, and then with the 9 languages for the opening and the closing. I thought that was just golden. So I just would like to acknowledge that on you. Now, the Tom, I would also like to acknowledge for setting the tone of the meeting with the background, with the grin. And I think that just sets it off, because everybody else after that, grin. And then also Natalie, I would like to make a special mention on Natalie when you said, did you see what I do? And that was just, you set the tone for the whole meeting. And from that point on, everybody just start grinning and using the words and really getting into the theme. So thank you for setting that up. And Weera, I can see that you already, this is your several times, Tom. And what I would like to comment here is that you move the meeting very smoothly, and it's like we don't really feel that there is a Toastmaster of the meeting, and yet we just move along and then suddenly we're at the end of the meeting. So to me, that is a very good timing. You're not overshining, you're not trying to make yourself bigger than the rest of the role takers, and yet you get the meeting move very efficiently and still with a lot of warmth. And table topic master Andre, I've never seen you like this with a lot of energy, and I think you just found your calling. You said that you like to be a table topic master, and you also set the tone, very friendly and very embracing of the speakers, of the whole audience, and I think makes the session very, very enjoyable. And the questions were just, I think it's very current for all of us, and we can all relate to it. Grammarian Natalie, I don't have much to comment, but I would like to encourage all audience to copy what she does. So when the grammar, this is something that is very technical, and we saw the visual part of it, the auditory, and then the kinesthetics, because she actually asked the members to comment and to input. So this is a wonderful way of sharing, giving the grammar report, and I think this would also stick to our mind instead of just giving a report and not giving a chance for the members to participate and to own that. I think everybody likes to be able to say or guess what they can do, like, you know, when we're in a class, we'd like to be able to answer, right? So it was a very good way of doing that. And I like when you said that I really enjoy being a grammarian today. So because that is, to me, it's just wonderful when you hear somebody enjoying their role, and it just makes us, okay, it's fun. We're going to enjoy this instead of having a dry report and very technical. So thank you, Natalie, for showing us how to do it wonderfully. And then John, you showed a very keen listening skill. It's not hard. It's not easy to listen like that. So I commend you for picking up that and picking up our filler words, and hopefully we'll all improve with that. And Yuliani, I love your background. It's very thoughtful and very creative, and it shows that you care and take the time to put into this meeting. So thank you with that. I think that's it from me. Yeah, actually that's it. I think I already speak enough. The rest, I probably, if you have any questions, I do have some input for the speakers and also more inputs on the evaluators. If you're curious, you can contact me and I'll be happy to share with you my my evaluation and the commendation and also the recommendation for all the speakers. So with that, I would like to conclude my report and give it back to, I believe, the president. Is that right?
Yeah, thank you very much, DTM Miranda. Well, actually, it's time for us to hear the announcement from our ballot counter. So we would like to invite Arini to announce the best speaker for each session.
Arini is not in the meeting, probably.
Oh. Okay. John, can you help?
You're still mute, John.
John, you still mute. Can you help us to announce the best speaker for each session?
Oh yeah.
Please.
Wait. Wait for a moment.
Is Yulani still here?
Wait. Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, so let's go to the best table topic speaker. So the winner is Amelia Febrani. Congratulations.
Can you share that?
I think you need
Double click, John.
Can you share that in the big?
John,
Yeah.
John, my
Yes.
suggestion
Not showing.
is you stop share the screen first. Stop.
Okay.
And then you open the file one by one. After that, you share.
Oh.
everything.
Yeah, wait.
Wow.
This is my first time. So yeah.
Good effort. Good effort.
Okay. So let's go to the next best evaluator. So it goes to
Yay!
Where's the picture?
Share screen. Share the screen.
Just screen, John. Just the best.
where is it? Okay, this one. Yeah, Funi. Congratulations.
Yay.
Congratulations, Funi.
And for the last one, for the best speaker, goes to Batoro Aji. Congratulations.
Yay.
Yay!
Congrats, Aji.
Congrats.
Okay.
Congratulations, all of the winners.
All right, thank you very much, John. Thank you for stepping up. We didn't have
Don't
our
we have pictures? Don't we have pictures of the
Oh,
appreciation with the winners?
Oh, okay.
okay. Can you assist me, Dennis? Sorry. I
Yeah, the Zoom master, Dennis Surya.
Okay, so
Yeah,
first
this is
Amel.
master.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
can. But
and
you
he's
need to
single
share
too.
your screen first.
Yeah, I will
Share
share.
your screen first. Nah, okay. Thank you. Yep, done.
Okay. So now
That's Amelia.
Ni, right? Uni. Spotlight.
The next is Puni. Please share screen the certificate.
Yeah.
Yep, thank you. Next.
Next is Aji. Wait, Aji.
What is that, Aji?
What is the pause? I think you look very dark.
Wait. So many chatting is pop up. Yes, done.
Oh, a grin. I see. Aji was grinning.
Okay, thank you very much, John. Congratulations to all the winners. We had for sure great fun tonight, and everyone showing their green smile. Okay, that's the end of our meeting tonight. We have all three sessions, and we had fun already. So thank you very much for collaborating, participating in our tonight's meeting. Thank you very much for the role takers, the speakers, the evaluators, the guests. Hopefully you enjoy our tonight's meeting, and I will leave it back to our president, Toastmaster Melita Okanawati.
Thank you so much, our lovely Toastmasters of the meeting and also all role takers. Before we truly ending this meeting, I would like to hear some comments from our lovely guests. I'm going to call Khadija. Would you like to give some comments, ideas, or any things that you want to say for our improvement?
I think overall I quite like the flow And I like how your evaluators actually present, like for example, the grammarian, you guys have this PowerPoint as well as for the counter. I feel like that was pretty new to me and I really, really appreciate that whole thing. And you guys are very, very welcoming. Like when I came in, I feel like, oh, if, it was very easy to talk to, like keep that up. And I think overall it's fine. That's all from me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All
Well,
right.
I hope, I hope you can get some inputs from our meetings, and we truly hope that you can join again in our next meeting.
Well, I hope you guys will join our meeting next.
Yes, of course.
All
Of
right.
course, you can. Yes, you can type and put on chat of your meeting schedule so everyone
sure.
can see it. Okay, thank you so much, Khadija. Now I'm gonna move to Mars. Well, hold on.
Marslicia.
Okay, so let me try to pronounce your name correctly.
Okay.
Marslicia.
Good job. Yeah.
Right.
So this is actually my first ever Toastmaster meeting. I've never actually joined one. So this is a very new experience for me. I quite enjoy it. I was invited actually by Khadija to join tonight. Yeah, so I quite enjoy the process. Inshallah I will join in the next few meetings as well.
Yay, thank you. Wow.
Thank you for having me.
Glad that, yes, thank you so much for choosing us as your first Toastmasters meeting in Bali, I guess. Well, I do love to see you again in our meetings and also Khadija's club's meeting. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm gonna call Ricardo if he's still here, or otherwise.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, Ricardo.
There's a delay, but
Melita, I think it's your signal that got delayed.
Yes, of course.
Melita, you are breaking. You're freezing too.
Yes. Or do you have any ideas, comments? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm back.
You're back.
Okay, then maybe Tom can.
Okay, thank you. Please, Ricardo, if you have any suggestion, comment about our meeting, please share to us.
Yeah, I have nothing to say, but all the good things. I really enjoy being with you guys. You are so warm and then so welcoming, and then as already mentioned, everybody do their work in a very good level. And that to me, this is my like I joined the Toastmaster a month ago, like in June. I'm now moving to Prague, Czech Republic, and this is like 3 in the afternoon right now. You guys will have in the evening. I really enjoy, especially all the evaluations. It's really helpful for me to navigate my journey to the Toastmaster. I'm looking forward to come to your club again in the future. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Awesome, Ricardo. Prague, what a beautiful country.
Melita, you're back, right?
I think she mentioned
Right.
group.
Yes, I'm back, safe and sound. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes.
Okay, so everyone, once again, thank you so much for joining our meeting. If you have any announcements of your club meeting, please do type and put it in our chat box so everyone can see and then join. Okay, thank you so much. Yep, Bineka online on Sunday, and also
The role, the demo meeting at